cause I feel like I have nobody to talk to. I be having conversations with myself cause I feel like I have nobody to turn to. Everything was green light, now we got the red. Could've had somebody else, chose you instead. I be having conversations with myself cause I feel like I have nobody to talk to. You tried to convince me it was all in my head, and I felt like it's not you, it's me instead. Hey, I wanted to rock with you, roll with you. Said you was my baby girl, then you left me too. Everything was kosher, perfect like a poster. Then I got word that you wanna leave a picture. Off with somebody else, off with the jerk. With the shame on me, I really thought that it could work. Off with somebody else, off with the loser. Shame on me, I really thought we had a... Lately I be having conversations with myself cause I feel like I have nobody to talk to. I be having conversations with myself cause I feel like I have nobody to turn to. Everything was green light, now we got the red. Could've had somebody else, chose you instead. I be having conversations with myself cause I feel like I have nobody to talk to. Everything was green light, now we got the red. Could've had somebody else, chose you instead.
Well, good night, everybody. I hope everybody is well this week. It's DeTopiks again. I am Alan Powell, and I'm joined tonight by Reese Truss. Good night, Reese.
Yo, I'm going father. Everything good?
Most things are well.
So good.
Couple dogs see Ginger and they want to trouble Ginger up to the other day. I'm a dog run out here, run down the road. I want to know what's going on. I want to know what's going on with this dog here. But most is well. What about you?
No, you know me, living legend, global superstar. So you know me, you live an amazing life, no matter what's going on. So I've been out here with experiences and life journeys, and I need to keep moving forward.
How did you find today's games? Did you watch any of today's games? Champions League was played today. I know you ain't accustomed to them kind of things there, but
no, I didn't. I didn't watch too much of that because I've been stuck on IPL. I ain't gonna lie to you. Cricket got me lacking. I only watch cricket for 2 months of the year, and it's the 2 months of IPL. So I watch every game of IPL, and then I watch You Can Beat Purdue last night and stuff like that. I'm not really Champions League. Right now, I'm not going to watch football at all, really and truly, because I support Arsenal, and Arsenal done disappoint me for the year, so my heart don't break. Real Madrid going to win there, they win La Liga, so I survived with that, but Arsenal has disappointed me.
But you're first right now in the Premier League. You don't have any hopes?
No, none whatsoever. Right now, I think Arsenal need to go to the Privy Council. That might be the only chance they could win. Carter lie go to the Council.
No, I don't like this. I wanted arrogance. You're being too humble. So
No, I am this. No, my team. No, I tell you, my team is walking embarrassment.
No, I don't.
Yeah, my team is walking embarrassment.
I don't like your humility, though. So
no, I don't like my team. My team has been disappointed. I've been trying at the heartbreaks for the season. I went sleep one night. There was at number 1, and I wake up the man at number 3. Yes, you understand how tough that be? Went sleep at 1, wake up the man at 3. Your life is not fair, dog. Liverpool and Man City did pass me. That's not fair.
Let me move on to other sports. Cause as I said, I'm not here for your humility. I want arrogant fans. I don't know what this is. You need what you need to do. You need to learn from Mr. Renzo Griffin. You understand? Big up HD detailing, by the way. I learn from Chauvin. You understand?
Okay.
That's what you need to do. Big up Mr. Green too.
No, big up Chauvin all the time.
Okay. Other sports. Inter-primary was held. Congratulations to Charleston Primary. They win again. This is the 5th time. I think they say that they never win 6 times straight. And
5
somebody said in order for Mr. Queely to pass El Comido Willett legacy, that's the thing he have to achieve to do what Mr. Willett never do, which is
Well, I'm
to
gonna be
win
honest
six
with you.
straight.
I'm gonna be honest with you. After watching the Premier this year, I could tell you that it looked like they got it already.
How you determine that fantasy
Yeah,
already?
yeah. I see some youngsters outside of class one. I see some youngsters that they got running. Some of these youngsters looking good. Some of these youngsters for Charles Premier looking good. The future is great for Charles Premier. As a gambling man, I will put my money on Charles Premier for a 6 speed.
To come back and do it again.
Comfortable.
And what are gonna do for Mr. Queely legacy? You're looking at it in those terms?
When you look at it, Mr. Queen, and when you compare his legacy to El Camino Willie legacy, you can't compare. Because even though you might say, okay, Willie has been this coach for Charles Supreme for X amount of time, we also look at everything else outside of that and we pour that in as well. First we get off on the leave with Ireland's and the extra thing. So yeah, a little tough.
No,
That is where
listen.
that
We
is where I
only
think Queen gets
speaking
me low.
about coaching into primary.
Will it never get will it never get
Never win
6?
six. Never win six straight.
Queen might got to squeeze. You ain't got to squeeze 7. You ain't got to get a little buffer between there. So you can't just be one. You got to get a little buffer. So man need 7 in a row.
7 straight would mean that somebody went from kindergarten to grade 6,
And
and
never lose.
every year they run around the park.
The only thing they know is championship. Them only not doing Bravo dance.
Everybody else at least one time, then see somebody else run around the job.
No, I understand. That person they never lose. That person they only not doing Bravo dance. You only know to do so. Champion. Yeah, that's the only dance. You know. They don't know the drift dance and all the extra thing there.
Outside of that now, because I just like to talk about the sports, because the sports skip, but he also had the business of the sports.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to big up the organizers. Part of the way I used to be harsh by NNC, but once I was told what NNC was, because it's great camera work, eh?
No,
And
the footage was actually good.
okay,
The footage
that's
was
what
good.
I'm telling you. That's
The
what I'm
footage was
telling
good.
you.
You can't take it from them. The footage was good.
I always do fantastic work. I feel like there was a little more potential to go. 'Cause if you got that kind of camera work, then I feel like the extra infrastructure could have come in. But nonetheless, good work.
Nonetheless, they did a good job. I ain't gonna hold that against them. They did a good job.
I want to see
I'm a-
less commentary though. I don't want to see them commentators. No, not next year. Get rid of that. Get rid of that.
is there any commentator specifically?
Yeah, I was thinking that.
No, I mean
You
when I think about sports and some sporting event, look at me.
yes.
You can't see me. I mean, show me some other footage. You could hear their voices, but show us other things too. You know, the quick shots. I could remember the last race. They rushed back to the commentators, with third place hadn't even come in yet, and I don't think that was good production. But they did a good job outside of that part. You know, so big
What
them up
what
on
what what
that.
I would say, what I would have liked to have seen,
Ain't see
um,
nothing.
I would
Nothing.
have liked to see the commentators moving around the grounds. I would have liked to see them actually speak to the coaches, go out and speak to people at the event. You know what I mean? Actually have like little interviews and stuff like that.
No. Not the commentators. You're gonna need a host for that. You
Well,
need
Okay.
whatever you're
somebody
going,
else, a
whatever
different
you're going to need, but
personality for that.
you need somebody to move around a little bit. I think because we watching it, we seeing the races, but we don't really get the vibe of the atmosphere. Cause you don't really get
No.
that feel of what's going on out there. You know what I mean? And then you also got to remember that the Mini Olympics is a fashion show, so we
Yeah.
need to show some of the fashion too.
No.
Or it would be
Sneakers.
nice if It'll be sneakers, and it'll be nice if we have a little backdrop where people gonna go up and take a little picture and so on, you know what I mean? And the next day we drop the photos and stuff like that. We need stuff like that. We need all the production.
I went through over 100 pictures, and all I had to do, I skip out everybody who had a white Air Force and open toes. I skip all
Mm.
that. Everybody else who had sneakers, everybody else who tried, yes, I was there with them.
You
They
are
was,
against the white Air Force.
I'm always against the white Air
I,
Force.
I
Yeah,
apologize because you know that my favorite show of all time, so you know.
the
But I'll tell
white
you, great.
uptowns.
No, not the up top, not the low white low Air Force.
Yeah,
Yeah, the 87s,
no,
yeah.
no.
Yeah, she
And
says she wanted to see the code. Yeah, we wanted to see involvement in the code, man.
Yeah, man.
Um, One of the things I actually wanted to say to the parents and the supporters, man, I gotta relax. Take it easy. Take it easy. We here to see the kids. We don't want to see how you argue and a fight and 3 days later you still get the same thing on social media. Me block a lot of people this week, because we still talk about interpremium who cheat and who not cheat. I say, man, me tired of this, man.
I'm not
And
saying
I'm
none of
black
that.
eye in 2 weeks. We still argue.
and
I'm not gonna tell you for the arguing.
oh, okay, Mr. Green. That's why me and you could see eye to eye. Black Air Force is the correct answer if
No,
we
Black Air Force
speak
is
in the
Black Air
reality.
Force is shoes a criminal. I want to make sure that I understand. If you ever listen to the drill music, they tell you put on your Black Air
Alan
Force and shut
knows
them.
this.
They let you know
Alan
that
knows.
it's a criminal shoe. They let you know that the
Alan
criminal
knows.
uniform is your shoes is Black Air Force. They let you know.
Hmm.
If you type in Black Air Force energy in YouTube, oh,
Yo,
you're gonna be
listen.
entertained.
Listen, I'm telling you. When you see people in Black Air Force,
Um,
I go on the other side of the street.
I didn't want to fix NNC, but since I don't start off, let me offer some observations. There was some gentleman who came from Sinkers, and he was the one who was calling the field in terms of the outside of the Interhigh. And when that man was calling the event, he was building tension and he was increasing the production value of the event. And
Definitely.
he was doing it by simply calling the names of the school. He would be like Gingerland, Charlestown, CEMS. It's Gingerland. It's Charlestown. It's Gingerland. It's Charlestown.
Yeah.
It's Charlestown. And it, this man, I could have tell he was a professional. This ain't the first time he do this thing. And he wasn't comedic in that sense, but as I'm saying, he brought
The
theatrical
delivery.
value. He
The
brought a
delivery.
theatrical value to the event just by listening to the man call the event. He bring the tension towards the thing. He would indicate and say, well, 150 meters. You know them type of things. He would talk about whether or not records fell and them type of things. When you're talking about going in the crowd, from a production standpoint, I was saying they need like a roaming reporter. You understand? And that person your job is different from calling the race. Them not really concerned about the race. Them concerned about code interaction and them type of things. As you say, get a little interview with the coach as to how the event is going. Maybe you talk to an athlete or to them type of things.
But
Hmm.
let me show you how serious it's supposed to be, right? I can give you an idea what's supposed to happen. They're supposed to get a little backpack with the color of every team shot in there. And they go between the Charleston, they put out the Charleston colors and they revel up with the people. Them. They go between Prospect, they put out, you know what I mean? You see them and sitting in the crowd with people, talking to people. Get the place going, man. So I know, watching this thing online, they say, man, we can put out a shot too. Nobody knows me, but they got out a shot too. What you mean? Because now me feel the vibes.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Uh, um,
Yeah. Agreed. I like that vibe.
uh, I noticed that there were commercials all of a sudden, even Culturama commercials. Big up for that. You know, the note takers. It's good to know like your mouth could be a remote control for 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 the cabinet. You understand? So we did see some advertisement for Culturama, which was good. I think that man could have followed it up with even more. I saw gaps. I feel like the reason why Ira want different commentary is when there are gaps in the commentary, sometimes unnecessary statements are made that make the proceedings uncomfortable.
Oh, definitely.
You forget your email at sports. Can we
No,
start to talk
definitely.
about something else what ain't got nothing to do with sports?
No, I totally agree. Yeah, and it's only so much back and forth you gotta have until you drift away from the topic for real. So I totally agree. What I've been good to the school now had mascot.
I don't recall seeing any. That was one of the things that I feel like they should have had, but I don't know.
How
I
you going to
feel
see
like they need
them
to
when
have
others
they need
was
to
the
have mascots.
commentators?
Each school need to have a mascot, and they need to have a mascot race.
Yes,
You need to
yes,
have a mascot race. Come on, man.
sounds exceptional. Um,
So
Another thing
instead of
with
the intermission, right? Instead of the intermission with all this extra talking, give me something that keep me in the frame of mind of sports. Let me see the mascot and go out there go run, man. Let me see two teachers go out there go run. A two a, a
the,
two a 2x2 relay, a 2x1 relay. Do something.
before we leave this, we have to speak about the interviews between Mr. Abernathy and some members of the government. We have to. As a matter of fact, I did send a video in the chat, not a video, a picture. I don't know if we could get to that. Okay. We seeing that CPS have a mascot. So I begin I idea mascot race next year. Mascot race. Listen, you know what you could, even though you could do the mascot fighting, like some kind of fake fight, and then the lion win. Whoever school win, the mascot there, you don't know that the mascot they gonna win the fake fight.
Yeah,
You you
that's the
telling
winner.
you telling me people ain't gonna watch that day? They gonna
What
watch.
you mean? What you mean? That the thing. We gotta find things to spice up the thing too, man. You know?
The next thing I want to advocate for, because I would like the government to get even more sponsorship money. I feel like when you look at the questions that are asked for an event, that give you an idea of what people want. And a number of people were asking throughout the event and even after the event, what's the final medal count? What's the medal count? So I feel like a medal tracker, which is sponsored by some kind of maybe a tech company or something. You know what I mean? Get sponsored, and like that's how come I want them break up the sponsorship in terms of um golf and Bunny could be the main sponsors for the meet, but you could break down the thing, get a water sponsor, get a sponsor, as I said, for the medal tracker. When you got shove on green, who not everything about sports in the news is gonna come up on Facebook and ask, where is what's the final medal count? You got a problem. I think the deputy speaker would have posted on Chauvin's account somewhere where it was found. But that's besides the point.
Well, that's another thing too,
Chauvin,
right?
hmm,
So right there, what you just
that
said, the deputy speaker posted where it would have been found. If I got to go look for it, and it's more than just me typing two words in Google, it's a problem. No, we have a problem. Because no, you tell me I got to go search the internet to go find this thing. Nah.
and the crazy thing is that they sent out something before which was giving you all type of information about the event, but it didn't have the medal tracker. as part of that thing there. These are things where if you build out the app, people would end up downloading your app because they're gonna at least be able to say, well, I could get updates and I don't know. The last medal update I get was they gave an update after the 200 meters. After that, I don't know. Like it's when they
After the
wake up the
200,
next.
after the 200 meters,
Yeah, that was the
that's
last
a
one I
problem.
get.
That's a problem. You
Yeah.
know what else would be good too? If they were able to tell us how many people attended the event.
I always
You,
ask for that. I
you
feel
know,
like it's a good thing.
like when I go basketball, I go football, like wherever I go, the man will tell you 20,000, 21,596 in the crowd. I don't know how much people actually went to the, how much people actually support the event.
Yeah, not how many vehicles was parked up out there. How
Yeah, we
much
don't want to know the
people,
parking lot full.
yeah, was at the event would be
And then how many
very
people
good.
from St. Kitts came over to watch the sports? Do we have coaches from St. Kitts? Do we have athletes from St. Kitts that came over to watch stuff like that?
One other small thing on the business side. Barbados recently announced that they would have had a $40 million injection into their economy based upon hosting the CPL, and I think it would have been the Women's 2020. Oftentimes we hear politicians come out and they say, well, there's the spill-offs of the event. It's not just this. Um, I would like them to bear in mind that there are techniques available. When LeBron James went Cleveland, the value of everything in Cleveland went up, including the value of the franchise. Went up dollars. You're able to see it in the economy. So I feel like, as you say, all of these things, it would help them more to explain what they're saying if they could say, well, by the economic impact of this entrepreneur was X. The economic impact of Culturama was X. So that maybe they need to look into that. I feel like the premier definitely got me a monthly number. So he could speak to the consultant and we could start to find out. And the other importance of knowing the numbers, that's when you go talk to your sponsors. Because they should know the numbers of attendance and also the numbers of persons who view it online. Because all of that still count as views,
I'm
in
gonna
my
tell you something.
estimation.
Me not ready to worry about the views online because we got a tendency like say, oh, we're gonna make a pay per view. Me no want to think about making a pay per view because a lot of people watch it and they say, bye. We have 3,000 people watching. If you charge $20 a pay per view, you're gonna make some money. You have to let me take some baby steps though.
Well, I was counting the views because if I talking about doing ads, then the amount of eyeballs were gonna be on the ads
Okay,
is
I feel
important. So
you.
that's how come I was saying
Okay,
it is
totally.
important for me to have an idea so that people could understand, and then you could understand that it going outside too. In terms
Understood.
of it gonna
Understood.
be a lot of people within the diaspora, it would also be good to take note of them things, not just be able to know how many views you had from within the federation and how many you had from outside, where they're coming from, them type of things.
Okay, I feel you.
What's the ROI for the building the VIP section there? But right now, that man said the return on investment is wonderful. Um, from what I see, and ain't
Here's a
had.
question about VIP. Was it just a politician area, or was it if you pay X amount, you get to the VIP area?
That's not what's taking place at this moment in time.
Oh, well.
No, that's not what's taking place at this moment in time.
VIP not really makes sense to me then.
And based on what is taking place, At the complex, I will assume that if there's gonna be VIP over there, it's also gonna be carpet boxes. I feel like that's where we're headed, if we are headed anyway. Um, you gonna get Paris sports meet over at the Mondo Shop. I like the idea. I think Delvin and them responsible for this. AMP Productions. Like the vibes. The only thing why I want to understand how I ever time really meet and it's supposed to last 7 hours. Maybe I ever do we make that the last 7 hours. But outside of that, it sound good to me.
So I like the idea. I'll tell you what my problem is with the idea though. I feel like the timing is wrong. And I'll tell you why. Now we're in the track and field season. But once we get out of May and we start going down to the say, yeah, we're not gonna nothing going on. I feel like October, November, May to be good. Something to keep everybody going. Because after Culture and
My
CPL, then we down till Carnival really, yeah.
my understanding is there gonna be a culture armor meet as well. You know, everybody ain't gonna come in for culture armor and ain't go over Mondo Jack. So there's gonna be a culture armor meet as well.
The Culture meet is going to be on what day? The fourth fair? The Saturday? Mm. The Sunday?
No,
The day before
the,
too?
the,
Where you gonna be?
if I
Because
had to guess,
anything outside of the May weekend, you know, really got not much outside people gonna be there. Think about it.
well, who inside is gonna love the event?
Okay, I feel you.
You sound like one of them people what them been attack about what was hating on Inter-Hyands, you know. Because
You
I've been
know,
hear them say that he had haters and you sound like you've been one of them.
I don't hate or nothing. We have to look at things in its full context. You're not gonna tell me you have a meet instead of the main weekend. You have the weekend before and tell me the people from outside gonna enjoy it. Most people can't take 2 weeks off of work. Most people can't do it.
Well, maybe you gonna be pan maybe NSC gonna get another do. And we're gonna get to see more drone shots.
I feel you.
There's also supposedly going to be an OACS games. And the OACS games are also gonna be hosted supposedly over by the Mondo Truck.
Okay,
So
not
that's
bad.
more, yeah, that's more things going on. Um,
OECS games, you say?
oh yeah,
So we're talking like Angola, Antigua, Saint Kitts, that
every
kind
every
of.
anywhere where you go and spend EC dollars, all of them supposed to be coming from the box.
I have a question for you.
Go ahead,
Don't get upset with me. I have a question for you.
go
Where
ahead.
they going?
I mean, by what they gonna say?
Where they going to stay? Do we have enough hotel rooms to accommodate all these people?
Hotel room. First of all,
Oh,
hotel room.
we're gonna put them in the auditorium by high school.
Listen, this is the next thing what we go talk about. I wanna know how come when Inter High keeping singles, I down in a Bastia High School people used to sleep. Huh? I been a team he had what I say he had up in the roof asbestos. However,
Mm-hmm.
wherever he be then had up there.
Mm-hmm.
So then go come and sleep full of our community center. Then we have lovely community centers in the island of Nevis that they could sleep in.
That is true. But now as we have moved forward, I think we should move forward correctly. You're not gonna take 2 steps forward and two and a half back. You're gonna have a great
Well,
facility and put me to sleep in go be in an outside bathroom. What are you talking about?
if they have the funds, Mount Nevis is available. Montpellier is
Okay.
available.
Okay.
Wally is available. That's supposed to get whole couple teams well. You got Airbnbs and all kind of thing. I mean, man, go figure out them.
Okay. Just wanted to put something out
Listen,
there just to see. I just wanted to see where we are.
listen. I don't see you as one of the you've been one of the haters. Then you've been one of the secret haters.
No, me don't hate. Me just ask question. In 2024, me send me child to another island to go sleep on the ground. In 2024.
I would send my child to another island go sleep on the ground.
Okay.
Listen, you know how many islands I don't sleep on the ground? I don't sleep on the ground in Anguilla,
There's a lot of things we
in,
have done in the past.
in Tartola. Definitely in a Eske, me sleep on the ground. I sleep
No, a
up by
lot
the
of
fire
things.
station in a Singate.
No, no, a lot of
Them
things we
man,
have done in the past.
them man thief have shoes out of the village community center.
Listen, I sleep in Newton Community Center when the man just opened it. Everybody who had shoes in their shoes get even.
What? Listen, a
And they
man
had
shoes
just
get
opened
thief
their brand new
and
facility.
the man went football to see if he see anybody with these shoes of football.
Okay. Just I tell you.
Where else on the sports? Overall, the things sound sexy as far as the things that are being held over the Mondo chart. With regards to the development of the athletes, I saw a picture of the young man who beat Usain Bolt's record. And I would like to suggest to the authorities something. I feel like the building of the track has been a tremendous step. It has. I left Harvey Child Francisco Darcy alone. Let the man say what you got to say. In the development of the athletes, in order to have an athlete, in my estimation, you need three basic ingredients. First of all, they have to win the genetic lottery. That's part of the gambling one nobody could control. I me to tell people I've been able to more athletes are link up together. I've been able to create some super babies. So first of all is the gene pool, which nobody could control. Second of all, in order to have the body of this young gentleman, you need gym, and this gym, the gym got to be attached, in my estimation, to the schools. There has to be some way for these athletes to sculpt the body, because these are the main two. The body they will be the young man they got. Even if you just got it naturally, to maintain it and to carry it to another level, it's gonna require that gym there. So I would feel like we need to start to do that. I would imagine for now the case would be to use man like a Yoti who done ingrade in a bull gym and who is already a good community man in a Gingerland. Get them athletes in the gym. Get them out walking out. And the final thing I would say is nutrition.
Nutrition. I was about to say
Yeah.
that. Nutrition.
Yeah. As me say, everything goes into one. You're born blessed. You putting in the work to maintain and to sculpt what you're blessed to get, and then now you got to fuel that body there. Can't be no
So
Cheetos there.
Alan, you watch the young man, you watch the picture of the young man as he was running, right?
Yes. The
Alan,
still.
the man tie look like he could kill you with it. Just a little flick of foot, you know? The man tie
Yeah.
and muscles on top of muscle, yeah?
Yes.
The youth man ready. The youth man put in the work. You could see it.
And I see athletes in Nevis who, if they have the opportunity to put in the work, they might be able to achieve a body that could get there.
They got
The
potential.
next thing I would say to athletes, 'cause one thing, if I could have go back and do it again, I would have played primary school. I would have played primary school and high school football, play all the sports. Because when I watch a lot of these sprinters, me say, boy, all of them man are supposed to be a play cricket. A pile of fast bowler I be supposed to get, if this is the case. Um, um, and then for the football aspect, that they get your body fit to go do the running, plus a little extra the kicking. I feel like when you do the multiple sports, you're axing different muscles for different things, and you're helping your body when it come
Well,
back to wherever sport you might excel in.
well, it's not only that, but the constant training in one sport at one time gets very boring, right? So now
Mm-hmm.
you go out and you do something else. Instead of just going by the track and running 1,500 meters. And I mean, now you're going to play a little football. You might go out on the wing. You might get a nice breakaway. So that's still your sprint, So you get
Mm-hmm.
opportunity to do something else instead of you getting stuck in a repetitive cycle over and over every day doing the same thing, And then of course you use different muscles for different activities, So what you might use when you jump for a header ain't gonna be the same thing that you use for a sprint. So you're developing your body in totality.
And then also, all of them require some kind of anticipation. So it's important to not get locked into one sport. Try out all of them, participate in all of them, because in the same way, I feel like people who do who play cricket or who play football, them man, they are all of them are supposed to be some kind of track man. It's the same thing what has happened up here. When you see somebody when because they're playing football, that I mean that they're not running, or they not play some
Well,
kind of other thing. Normally
well,
they got to.
that's true. That's totally true. Because
Mm-hmm.
remember, if you look at Charlie Ward, who won the Heisman Trophy, right? The Heisman is the highest college award that you could win. He went to play basketball.
Mm-hmm.
He went pro basketball, and he win the top college football player of the year. So a
Uh,
lot of these guys really play multiple sports.
and a lot of the receivers that also be sprinters.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You gotta do something. You gotta move. Let's see what somebody tells us. Yes. Um, the the water taxi facility got in a VIP lounge. Please. You have any takes on that?
Again, how do you access the VIP lounge? You have access to the VIP lounge because of connection, or is it a paid? Is it a paid VIP lounge? Can I pay extra $20 to have access to this lounge? And then the other thing is, what does the lounge come with? Does the lounge have
Well,
food? Does it have a rest facility? You got massage, share, what you got in there?
you don't have to do it by everybody else.
Oh, that's the VIP section. Just a little seclusion.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, cool. I mean, we just sell a lot of dreams, eh? So if that's what it is, that's what it is. When I go to lounges, I like to make sure I can get free. I don't even take the free coffee, and I don't drink coffee. Take the free soda them.
Wow.
I take the sandwich them.
What kind of question you really ask the man, but you got like I said, the man never see a mirror, Left the topics child. I don't left the topics child and let the man say what you got to say. Choose my favorite day of the week to talk between the hours of 9 and 11. The man got things to say. Let the man say what he got to say.
Like shiftless boy. Yeah, man, but I need the VIP lounge to be a VIP lounge, man. Don't just tell me I don't want to sit down with Rick Johnny and TV with this and me get in a little room here. No, I'm not like that.
So you just want to know about the accessibility?
Yeah, man, I know the accessibility and what comes with it. Because you can't just tell me the VIP lounge because me there sitting with myself. That sounds like a mental asylum video when you're in there by yourself, huh?
No, me think you know got some kind of little some kind of beverage more than likely. I don't want to believe you don't got no food at this particular moment in time. I
That's
can't see
right. Even
that.
if it's just little snacks, even if you just got a little bag of peanuts, something good, or a little peanuts or something. Even if it's just that. But they can't. And then how do you access it? Is there a fee that you pay to access it? Is it because of your standing within society that you access it? Do you have to work for a company that you access it? How does that go?
I don't get the information.
Yeah, these are
Um,
important things.
but I've been forget one thing about track and field. For um for the inter high, I was told that it's a SK Athletics Association meet, right?
Okay.
This is what I was. This is not the NIA. The NIA facilitate the event, basically. In the past, when Nevis has needed things from SK, we have rented. The question what I would like to know is, for that event, did the association rent the Mondo shop? And what was the fees? Are we saying that our facilitating is basically just giving them for free? I would like to know if there was an exchange of currency and the money. That's something for you? You feel like okay, first of all, you feel like they should have had to rent it?
Yeah, I feel like we should have to rent it.
Okay.
I feel they should have
Depend
to
the
rent
way.
it. I remember I am a big supporter of what somebody did to me, I did to them. So if you got to rent from me, you got to rent to me. That's what we got. So if I have to rent equipment from you, that's what okay, fine, me gonna pay my bill. But when you have to come to me, you got to rent too. You got to rent too. And
Okay.
that's what we gonna look. That's a big thing. Because after you use the truck, the next guy pay somebody to go clean it up. You may damage a part of the facility that got to repair. All these things got to be taken into consideration. So you ain't got to give me some kind of money to make sure.
And I would like to know what was the arrangement as you said, as you bring up the cleaning now, because I think the schools for Interprimary had to put some kind of money towards the cleaning. And this was a 2 day event. So I just want to know the little cleaning up, just a little background on the money part. I would like to know if it's either that or if we was working for things.
Yeah, I don't believe
I
in
just
working for thanks business.
I know
Yeah,
the premier not believe in that neither. So I
the
want to know
thanks
what
business.
was.
Yeah, we need the thanks business. We need the business of thanks.
Um, Aruba backup the entire archive, all the historical documents and all of this um pan the cloud basically. Do you think that St. Kitts and Nevis should consider the archiving or digitizing of the any historical documents or any financial documents in the same manner?
Do I think that they should consider this?
Yes.
Not only should they consider it, it should have been done already, right? The issue that we face out here is that we live in a digital world, but we still operate with an analog mindset, right? And that's a problem. Everybody in the world got digital. But if we want to do something, we still got to go with pen and paper. Matter of fact, we still got stamp. We're still using stamp within our society. Yo, we failing. We need to stop. We need to come forward. God forbid that some of these government buildings is to burn down forever happen tomorrow morning. All them files gone. That's the problem. We need to back up everything.
It's happened before, Reese. It's
We need
happened
to back up
before.
everything.
Um, I think they said the project started in 2018. I think it would have been disturbed slightly by the pandemic, a little bit, but they just completed in 2024. Yeah, see Chef saying critical documents like board papers and stuff. Yeah, I just feel like this is one of the things. If you want digitize, this would be one of the ways how. And then also you could make it so now that you could have a digital museum, in a sense. So it might be there might be ways how you could leverage it to impact something like Alexander Hamilton Museum. The other museum. I forget what the other
See,
museum is.
you see, me not even not think about them historical things. I even talking about just in the present,
Mm-hmm.
right? Something as simple as we didn't fill out a form for a passport. We supposed to be able to go online and see, okay, this is how far the process is. Okay, me my passport yet, we're going now. If there's a hold up, if there's a block, we need to be able to do these things. I don't need to be going in the office and say, hey, I'm just trying to find out the status of my. No, I'm not have time for that. We
Um,
need to move to a complete, like for example, like Neblek. Most people still have to go into Neblek to pay Neblek. Is that fair? We don't believe in that.
I believe they man change it up, man. Cause a long time me no hear my mother say she gone in and them like. Me believe she only going and them like if he got to go in right now.
Yeah, man, deal with the thing right, man. Deal with the thing right, man. And
I think that
not only the government, right? Not only the government. I
oh
need businesses to start dealing with the thing properly too. Private entities start dealing with the thing properly. You know what? Everything is not cash nowadays, man. Sometimes we just
I
want to pull up
was
my phone and pay and bust off.
I was just going to tell you that I feel like the banks and some of the bigger businesses would got to be the leaders in order for this thing to really happen. And I feel like one of the things then what the banks and them are messy, you need to got way more ATMs scattered about the place. Right now, ain't even got ATM at Ballymat. Me see how we got no kind of big shopping center and you ain't got at least one ATM in the region. And if definitely for sure, especially when you see somebody else ain't got ATM, you're supposed to put one in there. We gotta get smarter about them things there.
That too.
Uh, um, yeah, I've been wanting to talk to you about housing
Mm.
in St. Kitts and Nevis.
Okay.
Um, I heard the premier during the press conference, and he was saying people feel like okay, no, he was saying that people they feel like it's a hassle to got to go get an architect and then go get planning permission and all that kind of thing. They just want a house. You know, I got to go
Mm.
through all of that.
Mm.
In my estimation, But I might remember what happened at the airport. They ain't want the atmosphere. No, Valomark good security. Me never hear nobody going up a Valomark. I don't know jumping system. Valomark, I come up there. I think things in SK are going to change in a lot of time and people don't want to pass the button to the younger generation that is coming out of college. Yeah. Me now tell you that the premier wouldn't pass the button. He will pass the button, but then again, he not pass the button. He don't receive the button. With 18, the Minister of Finance and Promotion has to get involved for any ATM to be put down in here. Well, then what happened, Dr. Joe and the Premier need to get on this and the central bank. You need more ATM.
Need more ATM, I agree with you.
You feel like
if you want to upgrade the system, not upgrade the system. Know that we're in generation 4 to generation 2. If you want to upgrade the system, go all the way. Not tell me you're gonna go to a regular credit card. I want to be able to just pull up my phone and tap my phone and let me go about my business. Yeah, let me up the thing all the way. No half step it.
I feel you.
Yeah.
I like the vibes. And it's a lot of what government officials do when they come outside the neighbors actually. Them man that tap their phone, them man got the technology.
Yeah.
But I don't feel like they could do it. I want the people and them in the banks and them to do what they got to do.
Yeah, definitely.
In order for this thing to get up. The question why I was asking you feel like people in Nevis or people in general prefer to get a turnkey house or they prefer to build it?
I think people prefer for the legwork to be done for them, so I feel like a lot of people prefer to get a turnkey house. Because sometimes when you're going to the legwork itself that we had. And the legwork, especially if you don't know exactly where you're looking towards and you don't have somebody who's there to tell you exactly where you should be going, guiding you, it's something you end up in a lot of issues. So I think a lot of people prefer to the easy way.
Okay. So you feel like if a contractor is to start to just build homes, that there's a market then?
There's a market. There's a market because then what happens is that like a lot of the permits and stuff that you would have to go through will be taken care of. A lot of the paperwork that you have to be filed will be taken care of. Because remember, sometimes the clearances will take a long time for a lot of these projects to start. Well, you take that paperwork out of it, and the contractor is taking care of all that. So now the stress of that part is out of it.
Okay. But we also have a situation where the low income houses are in demand. No. The low income houses, they are not valued correctly. Is that fair to say?
I agree.
Because they're heavily subsidized by the government. So where in which if you had to build a same house by going to the contractors, it would cost more for you to build the same house, right?
Totally agree.
Because the house is subsidized. How does that impact now your property tax? Because really and truly you got a piece of property. Say you pay 200,000 for it, but really and truly that the value 450. You ain't artificially depressing your market.
That is true. So I'll tell you what needs to happen, right? Because I think those homes need to be in their own area too. because one of the things too, is not only just the home value that they get impacted, but if you live close in that area, then your value of your house also gets impacted, right?
Yeah.
So I think that we need to start zoning these things. That's the first thing. They need to be in their own area. This is where you are gonna be. So you ain't gonna impact my house when I don't work and I put 400,000 into my house. You're not gonna impact the value of my house. That's the first thing. The other thing is too, I think that once the house is paid for, they need to go back and do a valuation of the house. And then say, okay, you paid this for it, but this is what your house value right now. Like every year my taxes go up because this every year the value of my house going up. But it's the same thing that we need to go back and reevaluate, so we do a valuation of all these houses and then see where we are currently in the market.
But then this is another problem too. Cause if me buy the house for 200,000, but you want me pay property tax based on the fact that it really value 400,000, that not supposed to be for me.
It is on you and I'll tell you why it's on you. Because if you turn around and you sell the house, you're going to sell the house at the value that it's value at the correct value. You're not going to sell the house at 200,000 what you get it at. You're going to sell the house at the value of the market. So if the market have you at a $400,000 house, you going to want $400,000 for your house, even though you only pay 200. So then you have to pay the taxes on the 400.
I feel it. So the real
That's
move
where
is
we're
to
going to
get
be at.
some low income house and sell them.
And flip them. Hey,
The housing project is
hey.
the houses went to the farm SSMC workers for 100K each, but they really for 200K. And then I still just got the question of I would like to know from one of the contractors them how they feel about this situation.
I don't think
Because
they feel away because they're getting paid.
but they ain't getting market value. Remember even when they do the work, they ain't getting the market value.
Yeah, but
It's break
the
even.
fact, yeah, but the fact that they're saying on to do it, they should have made better decisions. So I'm gonna really feel sorry for them. The fact that you agree to work below market value, that's what you agree to. Can't feel sorry for you. No, if you were told that you want to get paid 100,000 and the man said you only get 50, then I feel sorry for you. That the man jip you. If you agree to something, we good. I go with that.
So, something you just got to feed a belly.
You got to know your value. Just like how we gotta know the value of the homes, you gotta know your value as an individual. You have to know what they bring to the table and what's the value of your work.
You have any thoughts on J. Cole apologizing for
Yeah,
7 minute joke? Go ahead,
yeah.
speak.
The man tell you might delete later. Remember the whole project name might delete later. So I think we all got hype when it was released, but I think we should have seen it that this is what it looked like it was going to be. I also feel that J. Cole apologized and put Kendrick in a tough position where Kendrick really can't answer. I don't agree with the apology because I feel it's stupidness. I feel like music is competitive and you in a competitive industry and that's where you get called out, you gotta respond. But you know, the apology feel like stupidness to me. Should not apologize.
Imagine Abby reach pan the battlefield. Abby
Yeah,
don't start to fire shot after one another. And in the middle of the shooting, you start to say, no, you want peace. You want a truce. You want it in your feelings.
yeah, should not apologize.
If you were saying like in the black holes wasn't filled, septic wasn't done properly or too small. Even in the smart same project houses I talk about every septic is 6 feet in somebody else yard. Not in a Nevis. And the premier fix the septics them for free in a Nevis. I think you say fix an apple. That was one of an apple.
So yeah, so that's the
Um
problem with the J. Cole situation.
But me not even want to call he J. Cole again. Jermaine Cole. You understand? I don't want to see him on the bike again. I was never really a believer, you know. I think he raps tremendously. But rap and dance all is contact sports. So if he wanna take the Byron Messiah way out, alright. If I see Jake go prefer Kendrick again, I out of Drake too. I gonna give Kendrick the top spot if that's
No,
the
Drake,
case.
I can explain to some people. Drake in a different level. Drake don't have to play. That's what people don't understand. Drake don't have to play.
No,
Drake is in a good space with Drake does not have to play. Drake has nothing to gain by replaying.
right now his name is Aubrey.
That's okay.
And
He has nothing to gain by replaying.
Aubrey has to respond.
Why? Tell me why he got respond.
Because it's a combat sport and he was calling to the ring.
Okay, he was called into the ring.
What Kendrick Lamar did on that verse, that was like if we was in the 1800s and a Frenchman walk up to you and take off his glove and slap you in the face, like over Eden Brown. A man come up to you and slap you in your face like so, we fight it. We fight it.
Let me tell you why Drake can have to respond. Because Drake fits so many roles, right? Like somebody said, Drake is an actor and he knows how to play his role correctly. Right? You would agree? Drake know his role to play. He know his pop role, he know your R&B role, he know your rap role. When you look at it, what does Drake have to gain from responding? Drake has nothing to gain.
No.
He had nothing to gain when he responded to Pusha T. The only reason he had to respond to Meek is because Nicki was a part of it. He had to respond to Meek. He had nothing to gain. Drake is in another level by himself.
Drake has been called to the floor by one of his peers who is equivalent to determine who is the top dan of this generation.
And if Drake play,
if he don't come to the floor, he lose. He comes
if Drake play, Drake says, all right, I don't want a verse, we need a song. Because Kendrick hasn't dropped a song. Kendrick has always done it as a feature. Keep in mind, he had the Control verse as a feature. He got this verse as a feature. He does not have a song that's a diss song. So when you look at Eater, you look at Back to Back, you look at Takeover, you look at No Vaseline, all these songs that are diss songs. These are songs. Kendrick only dropped a verse. Kendrick really hasn't dropped any, and really and truly, Kendrick not really said nothing, you know? When you think about it, he referenced first person shooter. But what was it this that was like, yo, this is it? Like when Jay-Z said, tell Nas he sleep with the baby mother. Yo, that was it. When Ice Cube tell NWA, Jerry Heller effing you, that's what he's called No Vaseline. That was a diss. What was really the diss?
I got a K with all these names, all these dogs going in the Pet Cemetery. You know the movie Pet Cemetery? You understand what I'm going? For all these names, it's a double entry because you got an AK with a lot of names.
It's a
for all
double
the dogs going in a Pet Cemetery. What are you talking to?
Again, so listen,
dead food.
Listen again. Why am I responding to you as a feature? Me not gotta respond to a feature. You dropped 4 albums with no diss song, but every time you diss is on somebody else's track. Let's talk about it. So if you really want to diss, then drop your song. When Jay-Z dropped Takeover, he dropped a whole track. When Nas dropped Eater, whole track. Everybody dropping whole track, and you always doing that on somebody else's tune. It's not even like you have a feature on your song. No, you're doing that on somebody else's tune. So you're pulling somebody else in your wire with you. Because it don't make no sense for me to just attack you who diss me. No, I gotta attack the person who allow you to do it on the track too. That don't make no sense. Why are you doing that? If you want a problem, you really want a problem, drop your track.
Sir.
Drop your track. So J. Cole drop a track. Kendrick out here and other
So
people tune.
Metro Boomin and Future got problem with him.
Metro
Future
Boomin,
Future cause the man pan the whole album. What you talking about? Pulling
again,
what
again,
here? You
Future cause
you
the
got
man in
this
the
the
whole.
wrong way around, you know.
Future cause the man in the whole album, and you realize what Future do? Future still not calling the name. When Nas this Jay-Z, he said, Dame Dummy, J Dummy, he talk about all of them, he called the name. If you really wanted this is what it's about. Subliminal is not a this. What we talking about? When 50 just this driver, when he call the government name, we calling names, not the subliminals. What we talking about?
Okay,
It's
so
the same thing.
Francis,
Everybody say Rick Ross just this Drake. Oh yeah, Rick Ross I'm following. Rick Ross got 3 number ones. You know what all of them got? Drake and them. What we talking about?
okay, so Francisco
Drake take
Dasset,
Kendrick.
you will start calling him. You got too much subliminal.
Drake take Kendrick and he first tour. So part of your
Alan.
success is because of me. Future first number one is because of Drake. Part of your success is because of me. You my child. We're talking about. Are we talking about? When Cartel this bounty, you know what Cartel said? This bounty calling him. When Beanie this bounty calling him. We not sublims. What we talking about? If you're gonna be real, let's be real.
But Kendrick ain't built for this thing, you know.
Call name. I want to hear the names. I want to hear you say it. When Jay-Z said he sleep with Carmen, that's Carmen wasn't Nas first share mother. And say he's in the baby seat. Let's talk. What we talking about?
Here is my problem with all of this, right? I want lyrical warfare. It's lyrical combat I want.
No, I agree with you, but I want lyrical warfare.
I want lyrical contact and warfare.
I want the same thing, you know. I don't want no respectful thing though.
Yep, you see.
You don't want no respect. You can't diss me and be respectful to me. What we talking about? Yeah. When Pusha talk about Drake's son and say he had a chair with a sugar and spit. Yeah, I like that. Get a chair with a sugar and spit hard up. Yeah, diss him. That's what you gotta do. Get real with the thing. Ain't got no lines in beef. Sublim. What you doing?
There was a song what Jay-Z did with Scarface, right? And it's only till like maybe last year I realized that Scarface was in the entire song cussing Jay-Z and Rockefeller. In the song. And he get hired to do this song. And then man hear the verse, and Jay-Z was like, "What? I go keep it in." He was hard. It don't happen sometimes.
No, you know, when it come to war, me want a real war. When I don't decide he gonna back Cartel, I don't say daddy who want Rex, go on Rex. So we don't know what side he pick. He back Cartel over me or over Bounty. He lay no, that side of me depend. We're not gonna say, oh, you know, the artist that find me gonna rock with the artist. We don't know who the artist be. That don't make no sense. Call name.
Yeah, at some point the subliminal shots got to stop.
Call name.
At some point they gotta stop.
Let me get to the water rationing.
You can't be the greatest way. You can't be the greatest unless you hold a crown and say you got a body. You have to have a body. You have to have a body.
You want to know make it different too? I'm gonna tell you. I'm sure I will make it different.
You have to have one. At least.
So when Jay-Z beat Nas, Jay-Z ain't beat Nas because of the tune, you know? Jay-Z beat Nas because of the shots he was able to call. When Jay-Z dissed Nas, he dissed Nas and Summer Jam, Hot 97 Summer Jam. When he dissed I'm Faraji. When Nas come at the following year try to do it, you know, Jay-Z tell the man, if you let this man diss me on stage, I never perform for you again. The shots get called, Nas couldn't do it. When Pusha T and Drake get at it, Drake say, yo, talking with me, child, you can't enter Canada. Let me give you this bang. There's levels to this. When you're at a different level, I call different shots. Kendrick got to cool out, I can't go Canada. Tell Kendrick, relax. Tell Kendrick, relax, man. You want to make some money in Toronto and Montreal and Vancouver? Relax. You can't enter the country.
I will let you have the last word on that. I receive your information. Aubrey, Aubrey Graham, Aubrey, whatever his name is, he got to go record. I don't care what you say.
Okay.
This next information is very important for Mr. Javon Green. This is the Nevis Water Department rationing schedule. So this is going to tell you the red woman and then what fresh at all moments in time. Understand? The schedule is said to affect the parishes of St. John's, St. George, and St. James. When I list out the names of areas, you're gonna realize that they really and truly affect our parishes. But we're gonna get to that. The areas to be affected by the interruption of the water supply include Zion, New River, Hickman, Rices, Hanley's Road. Well, Rawlins got water. So if you have a woman in the Rawlins region, just know all is well. They fresh up this so. Churchgang, Victoria Road, Prospect, Cherry Garden, oh my God, Prospect Palms, Malcolm Hill, Upper Farms, Upper Stony Grove, Hamilton, Braziers, Brownhill, Montpelier, Cox, Clegot, Coal Hill, Pan Hill. Oh my God, St. John's, but like I said, they don't want nothing else going. Oh, see, Welling's panic won't feed up.
I got a
Welling's
question for you.
always fresh. Go ahead, speak to me.
The water rationing, what is the reason for it? Is it that
The
we low on
rationing?
water? Is it that
Yes,
we low on water?
yes. This is dry season. This is the exact month when you start to don't want to be in Nevis.
Let me ask you a question. You see on dry season that they come every year?
Yes.
You know you had one last year and the year before. So we haven't done anything to prepare for this, so now we go to rationing.
No, you got extra. We have an amazing tank, an amazing new tank. Well, one in Hamilton and one in Zetland, which is supplying some kind of hundreds of thousands of gallons of water. And there were numerous photos taken by the Honorable Spencer Brand at these tanks.
So we have the same dry season that we have every year. And
Yes.
we do the same thing every year, ration water every year. Back to
Yes.
Africa we go. Just wanted to say.
Which part of
Let's
the
keep rationing.
NF, Kasi?
Next year we're gonna ration again. We're gonna ration. We'll keep rationing next year.
Oh yeah, BSR for what I tell you. St. John's, the ladies in St. John's, you gonna go check on the water. Or know how fresh the fish is in St. John's. So I ain't hear nothing about Overbat. So Overbat might be the place in St. John's where, you know, fresh fish. What have been done? Oh yeah, Newcastle, Barnaby, Patworks, Camps, and Nisbet Settlement. All those places will be affected. Some of them is in St. Paul's, Lake Hamilton, and Stony Grove. But yeah, me not that need to show you cold water. Me got to go deal with not no water. Also areas in St. Thomas's that may be affected because of low water pressure include Westbury, Clifton Estate, Upper and Lower Jones Estate, Colcone Estate, and along the main road to Owali. So, of course, Jessup is untouched. Four Seasons, you know, we have to take care of Four Seasons, of course. And as a result of that, if you have a lady friend in Jessup, Cotton Gown, Barnes Gut, you check it out, all them places there, all is well. It's a go. It's a go. But I just want Reese, you realize what happened? I cover the whole island. So I understand what they must say about 3 out of 5 affected parishes is all of the parishes that are going to be affected. Also, if you have a lady friend in Craddock Road, you look like Craddock Road, not gonna be alright. I mean, I see nothing about Ramsbury neither. The tonguey part of town, Gunga water. The outskirts, I might as well be country. Can be included in the outskirts.
Rough boy.
So they say the shut off time gonna be between 8 o'clock and 5 o'clock in the morning.
8 p.m.
Yeah, and when they say 8 o'clock, you better believe from about 7:30 the pressure gonna start to get low. Cause the one thing them man serious about is when you spin the pipe the 8 o'clock, it seeps in your ears. And when you go here come out of the pipe there. So them man serious about the 8 o'clock there.
So people who work afternoon going home night time, them can't, they can't hold a fresh before and go sleep. So you done work 4 seasons 10 o'clock. You can't hold a fresh before you go sleep.
All you do, you head by the hot bath and you wash up in the sulfur springs.
Okay.
You understand? Yeah, you get a nice rejuvenating shower before you go home. So all of them they got to wash it up in the hot bath. You got your bucket home, I wait for you. And you soak down.
Water cold, boy.
You could boil some. Equalize the pressure. Persons are urged to exercise water conservation practices, including using recycled water for lawns and monitoring domestic water use in their homes, such as taking baths, brushing teeth, washing dishes, clothes, and vehicles. So basically, everything maybe you do in your house.
Can't watch clothes, boy.
The water department apologized for any inconvenience caused to our consumers and asked for the public's understanding at this time. Yeah. So
Okay.
it's water rationing time.
So no washing your vehicle, no washing your clothes, no washing your dishes.
It is not no washing your vehicle. No. I feel like them talk about don't wash it every day.
Don't brush your teeth. Don't take a shower.
And when you wash your clothes, this is not no small load time. You know what I mean? Accumulate your clothes and wash one big load of clothes. This is not no medium time.
Small Axe had a song, right? Back in the car, back to my roots. Going back to my roots. I think that's where we are, We're going back to our roots. See, Starboy said 2024, 1960. This Starboy said. Starboy said.
I don't say it before. And I hope that the politicians start to get on this we have not started geothermal yet. Geothermal is going to take a tremendous amount of water. We got to start to work out Arbimats,
I'm gonna
which
tell
is the
you.
most important project, but we're gonna need. And if
So
Arby done a struggle with water for Arby use, oh my god.
so there's a few things that we need to do. One of the things that will be good is for the government to assist people to get water tank. I think right now, as we see it, every year should have a water tank because this every year thing, water ration and me know that you know. Matter of fact, I think all the new house on the bill it should be a lot that they build with a system.
And the system got to hook up.
Yeah, the system got to hook up so that you could decide if you want to use your own water, if you want to use city water, and you put a water pump in the house so that everyone use the water on the system, the water pump and push the water through. Yeah. Because if every year we don't go through the same thing, then in a sense.
Judy said them full Arby again and PM Judy in on it as well. Me not put Japan Arby water problem in a Nevis. Cause sink it water problem still worse than Arby one. But we
Yeah.
got to figure out Arby one for Arby sir.
Me see big like to talk about you know gonna water in a shadow and you're gonna water up a K and a monkey hill and that kind of thing. So I guess everybody got their own struggle, eh? The more about to face.
Right now, that there is a major struggle. And now we're talking about getting the desalination plant, and even that in and of itself is gonna be another problem because we're gonna get more water, but the brain again, we're gonna also have to address what is gonna be done to that. Otherwise, we're gonna get the water, but then the fishing gonna suffer. You see the new sea bridge was supposed to come and need this?
No, me you see it. It's supposed to be it's a
Apparently,
big
the man say gonna hold 300 passengers and 55 vehicles.
I like when people think outside the box, right? But I think like a lot
Mm-hmm.
of these business models need to be adjusted. A vessel of that size, is that business going to be maintainable? Are you just going to run on the weekend? Because if you're not running any other time on the weekend, you're not going to get that kind of number there. So you're going to be burning more fuel than you're making money.
Cause you're gonna need to be running at a certain capacity
Or
in
to break
order
just
in
to
order
break
to
even.
in order to justify. I was seeing somebody say that they're gonna dock up over Long Point too. I don't know how true that is. That not sound
That not sound
you know
feasible.
sound yeah, sound like
And
the same trip to me.
and I'll
You know
also
sound
tell you
like the
something.
same
I
trip.
don't know how many people have actually been over to Long Point and watched the water, but that is where the Caribbean and the Caribbean say the Atlantic Ocean mix. And from time to time, the water over there they get real violent when the two oceans meet. So I don't really see it
Mm-hmm.
being a good decision to go that direction. And if you just go in
Yeah.
right there to the Seabridge to Seabridge between Sinkers and Nevis, the 20-minute ride, you're not gonna make your money.
Um, Culturama. But before we deal with
Ah,
Culturama,
ah, ah,
before we
ah.
deal with Culturama, I've been telling you we shouldn't leave this thing without talking about it. But I remember now. Um, in order to give your boss a bad word, you don't have to give your boss a bad word. It
Okay,
got something with how you can move by your boss, and I couldn't know that you give your boss bad word.
okay.
Um, About you is my partner. I don't know how come you been give the premier so much about what in that interview the way they missy interpret. Reese, I don't. Did you see the interview?
No, I see pieces. I
Oh,
didn't watch the whole thing.
well, let me describe for you the interview. The interview was about 5 minutes. If the
Mm.
interview was 5 minutes, Abo had the hand crossed like us up, and I looked straight forward for about 3.5 out of the minutes, and the last minute and a half was about cultural. So he said, "Okay, let me watch him now." But me not even understand the energy and the tension of what was taking place over in that booth. And I only realized the difference because I see Abo interview Zanella. And Abo was wonderful. Abo was gracious. I would talk to Zanella. Abo end up and he even give me information about my cousin Wamina. Abo say she nearly grew up down a match man. Me don't know all them things there. I know all Abo went Gingerland. But me no know. I didn't know all of those history. Abo
Mm.
was friendly. Abo was gracious. Abo was the Abo I does know. And then when I see the premier coming in there, I was like, "Who you be that Abo, you be boy?"
Mm.
Yeah, I don't understand what was taking place. So,
Well, I'm gonna tell you a
and
part.
guy,
I'm gonna tell you a part of it. Remember, Abu was on Real Talk kind of last year for the culture armor, and Abu
mm-hmm.
did let us know that this is the last year and anything with culture armor. So when you're on your way out, man, you could say what you want. You could do what you want because you're on your way out. You don't make up your mind, you're on your way out. And there's nothing they could do to him. Because if you let him go now, you look bad. So you just got to take it and roll. I want that. They can't let him go now. Because you're going to look real bad. So you just got to take it and roll. So whatever Abo do, you might cost behind those, but you can't do nothing to Abo. Abo no, he can't get touch right now.
No man, but I want to be a little more professional with my premium man. Lad man,
So
you,
certain things you can't hide.
and I was impressed with the premier. I never see the premier like beg in a convincing manner, but he beg in a convincing. He was like, you know, sometimes when your girlfriend vex with you and you talk to him and they just watch straight forward and he's like, you know, um, yes, we have been an exciting race today. Yeah. You realize the race is exciting, right? And it's like, I'm just there look forward. I'm a lad man.
Yeah.
Lord. And I didn't see the one with Eric. But I hear the one they had in a little tension too. But I ain't gonna watch it yet.
I ain't
But
pre I ain't pre.
yeah. I hear
But
the
you're
one they
right.
had in a little tension
There's,
too.
there's ways to get the message delivered without actually saying what you want to say. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I
and you
will
know.
say Abo. I will say Abo, if that's how you plan to do it, me not see nothing, right? That's how you do it. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's how you let go. Them they are proper Christian bad word. Cause me
yeah,
see the
right.
premier, me never see the premier shifting the cheers on it. And you know when you see somebody I try to talk to somebody and the other person
Nah, vibes
me
it.
watch it. Me watch the game. Me watch the game. You see the game, right? Me watch the game. And the game the half time.
I feel you. I feel you.
First thing about culture armor. Cause you was
Oh,
talking about
yeah.
pay per view.
Ah,
Um,
boy.
you know, culture armor in order to view the events this year for the 50th anniversary, it's pay per view.
Mm.
You have the culture armor app yet on your phone?
No. Am I going to
Okay, well,
download it? No.
why you're not gonna download the culture armor app?
Why should I do it? They have a culture on my website that they don't keep up with. What are they gonna do with the app? If you can't keep up with the website, what are you gonna do with the app? You want to fail me twice?
They say the app gonna give you like live updates on things are going on.
Yeah,
And
okay.
the app is also where you could stream the shows.
I got a question for you. All right, we'll talk. Let's talk about the app. Let's really talk about the app. We got the app. Can you purchase your ticket to the shows on the app?
Yes,
You can purchase a ticket to the show, so then you're going to have a
yes,
digital copy of your ticket.
I would assume so.
All right, that's an assumption. We don't do an assumption. That's what we need to know. Because then if I show up in my phone and scan my phone and I go to, you know, tell me that I'm going to pay for my ticket, huh? Also, are we going to have these tickets where it's a one use ticket? Can I screenshot the ticket and send it to 55 people?
I am
Ah,
uncertain.
just like like we went 50 cent. Once we scan that the barcode once, you're gonna scan the second time. There's one barcode per person, and you weren't allowed to.
Miss
The screenshot wasn't working. You can't use the screenshot copy.
Seriously.
Yeah, when you get the notice with the ticket, they let you know the screenshots will not work.
Um, I hope that the cultural note takers are taking note of these pertinent questions. You're gonna have a lot of people coming in, and they're accustomed to these facilities being available. So consider the utility
Another
and
another
how
question.
people could do
Another
this thing.
question that I have, right? So me and scan my ticket and me and go in. Me say got to get pat down. Somebody is there somebody
Yes,
still going to be there patting me down?
yes, absolutely. Security is gonna be on hand. Where you
Yeah,
feel like
are you gone?
you can't hear me. Hello, hello. I hear you go here, you know. Maybe I'm on me. We said from overload. No, me can't hear you. Me can't hear you. I've been mute myself. Sorry about that. I was responding to Javon and telling him that the latest with the boiler plant is that they now look they're doing no we in the bidding process they say. Something about the first bidding not been go good or something based on the consultation they were told that they need to do that so they're in the bidding process.
Yo, way back. You can hear me?
I go hear you.
All right, there we go.
Yeah, so
Sorry about that.
I was told that they're in the bidding process as far as the broiler plant. Um, you have any more questions concerning the app?
Yeah,
Boy,
me.
Javana, the same thing you said, but the bidding is the same bidding process is going on for the geothermal as well, and the money process. What I think need to go on is only the bidding. What else you have to say about
So,
the
so
app?
yeah. So you said no, we streaming the shows. That's the only way we could view the shows.
Yes,
Okay.
pay per view, and they say that the sum will be a nominal sum. You know what I do.
Okay, that's good. Me not pay for it. Now that I've made sure that has been known, I'm not paying for it.
Suppose that man come with a different camera, different camera angle.
They could do that. Still not going to pay for it. Them
So
man could
where are
have fight.
you?
Them man could have fight
Where are you
camera.
again?
I'm
Where
not
are
going
you
to pay.
against paying for? Where are you against paying for it?
So here we gonna go now, right?
Hmm.
Trinidad. Them not charge me this year. Vinci last year, them not charge me. Antigua last year for the show that me wanted to see, them not charge me. And they were quality shows. Why am I going to pay for these shows?
What does it? What takes place in the U.S. Virgin Islands?
No, them they free.
Who does
La,
charge?
last year. Matter of fact, not only is it free and pay and online, it's also free when you go to the event. So the lineup that you see with Sizzler and Jada Kingdom, Masters and Collision and all them, yeah, those are free events. You know
Well,
that, right? The whole week there is free events. You know that whole week is free events. Kess and Marshall and all them is free events.
I was unaware.
Yeah, it's a free event. The only struggle you're gonna have is to find parking. Once you find parking, it's a free event.
So who does charge for the festival?
Who the charge
Sinkies.
in terms of?
Sinkies don't do some kind of pay per view.
I think Think is at a paper view as well. I think Think is at a paper for the Queen show, matter of fact.
Hmm.
Yeah. Listen, I'm not against nobody paying for it. No. Me say me not pay. I'm not against people paying for it. Me just not pay. If you want to pay, me not tell you don't pay.
I, I wonder if this pay per view is gonna extend to Juve morning.
That's not a bad idea to put it on Joe Manning. But I tell you for a fact, with the commentary me see last year for Joe Manning and the stuff that me see last year for Joe Manning, if you charge me for that, I want Army Money Black plus some. So you're not gonna come out there with a dry conversation and think me gonna pay for that? No, sir. What we doing?
It only gonna be $2 US. Huh?
Listen, if you charge me $20 and the commentator in and they go on Joe Manning with somebody walking upon him, you don't want to see it there. I want to see drone footage and thing. I want to be able to see them and say, oh, all right, we're gonna go to Long Jam coming in and then I flip the camera and then we got you hit Long Jam up by Hasford. If we don't have that technology, then I don't feel we should be charging. Oh,
Um,
how song?
well, me not tell no lie. From the time them man say pay per view, I walk out. The only thing I might see for Culture Armor is the opening. So I don't know who in there. But as far as the actual events, it look like them man they say they doing their thing.
I,
I feel
I'm not. I'm not against it. They should do it. I don't mind they doing it.
I feel like the danger of the gambling now is that as soon as you tell me there is something else attached rather than my personal enjoyment, now I gon really judge the quality of what you're giving me on a higher level.
And then
So I hope they're prepared for that.
the other thing to it, don't charge me, and then in the middle of the stream it go down. Don't let it go down.
That's what I'm
Oh,
saying.
don't
That's what
don't
I'm
let your
saying.
shoe don't let your shoe go down on me. I don't care if I pay 25 cents. Don't let your shoe go down on me. Oh no.
But I feel like I have to believe that part of why they are gonna use the app is so that they get clearance for music and all them kind of things. So I wanna believe that they start with these kind of things. I don't think that they want a situation where music a play and then YouTube just to say bye. copyright infringement. We go stop the video. So I feel like that's one of the things that could be going on, which would be a smart thing.
Okay, I get that. I didn't think about it that way, but I get that. Not a bad idea if that's the angle.
What you think of the renovations taking place in the village?
Too little, too late. Um, I think we could argue that we didn't necessarily put the best foot forward for C49. I guess in anticipation of C50. So we knew what was coming, right? We know every year what culture I'm gonna be every time. The dates don't change. We know exactly what we're looking for. The first Monday of August is gonna be Jewel Man and blah blah blah. So I don't understand why we're not waiting at the 11th hour to start doing work. And then when we don't
Um,
finish, then we're gonna say, oh, you know what, we tried. No, we tried it. Don't really cut it.
Boy, is now I understand. Because I see in the story here, we know there is distraction that people are saying we are not going to finish in time, but we are confident that the work will finish in time. I don't want the government to feel like they are being unfairly attacked. You have to remember that last year during the opening of Culture Armor, the road was being paved. And we see video of the road being paved. One of the man them were been a walk on the road and I'll tell me about the road being paved.
So
So
so let me
it's
tell you
not
something. Hold on.
it's not like we're making up something.
Let me tell you something. See what you just said. We are confident that the work is going to finish.
Mm-hmm.
I am confident that they're going to hit the power ball. I don't know when I'm going to hit it, but I'm confident they're going to hit it. I don't want to hear that. We should be going into these things smoothly. Like you just said last year, the opening, they're doing the road. What is that? You know what's going on? Why do we have to wait until the 11th hour to get things done? I not agree with that. I not agree with that. And then the other thing to I sit on like they were doing the cultural village. They change it on the boots them.
They say that they're gonna raise the roof and the floor.
No, I
And
understand. But the change, the boots, the boots, the structure that we know that the little wooden structure that we're gonna change them out, we're gonna make it look a little better. We're gonna actually put facilities in there that's proper.
them have been and change out all the booths. Some of the booths them are containers now, no?
Okay. And then they put in the VIP on top of the boots.
It seem like that's what gonna be happening.
So don't you think it would be better to actually have a cement structure? Set out your boots them, space them equally, give everybody running water, electricity, and then you have a structure that you know could support the weight or whatever on the top. Instead of you walking on the top, because if me and you jumping up on the top when we hear whoever band play, whoever down there in that boot, they're gonna be upset because they're gonna hear I jump up.
You see, what you want to do is spend all kind of money. You understand? This is not about doing this the right way or anything like that. Culture Armor 50 is about you ain't gonna embarrass my criminal. Okay? It ain't
So
gonna
I,
happen.
so like
Maybe
Javan said,
51.
we upstairs, right, in VIP, and we gonna smell like fried chicken because the smoke rise. So we gonna smell like fried chicken from over downstairs.
Yeah,
Oh, okay, cool. So, I mean, if I say the thing set, I say the thing set.
indeed.
Okay.
That's the vibe. Maybe a little fried fish too.
Mm,
Them
I
man had
feel you.
something I not understand. They say they're gonna repeat repair the concrete seat walls. What is a concrete seat wall?
Wasn't that up in the complex with the seat them that where everybody just sit down back? The regular seat them?
Well, them up.
Nah, you know how you got like this cement that with the sit down back. Matter of fact, then they need to switch over to it. We need to get proper seating.
Um, this last one is the leader of the opposition in the federal house has woken up. I'm not gonna give you the whole thing because it's a long whole story. But basically, his point is that the government can't do nothing to stop crime. And it's only the community could stop crime. So he calling on the prime minister to incorporate the leader of the opposition, of course, and the relevant stakeholders so that they could stop the crime. But the police are going to be ineffective. One of the things what I would like to see from a minister of national security, I feel like we need to get a recruitment drive from police. Think it's an even enough police? You feel like we got enough police?
No, we don't really get a lot of police.
When they were speaking about the situation in Haiti, I think they say Haiti got must he had 20 something thousand police. 20,000 police cannot manage 14 million people. And I feel like in a similar way, we have a population where the amount of police can really manage singles and neighbors. Even in the event, even to the extent that you can have, right now there are bands who ginger langa the long jump. You got bands who want to do a kind of long jump, but they want to come from like Katangong side. You can't get the two of them because ain't got enough police. So long jump got to get the security detail. You ain't got enough police to put in town and everywhere else to secure the route. Sometimes in a Nevis you can't keep an event because the man just said enough police not there. So you can't keep an event. It's slowing down a lot of business opportunities that there ain't enough police in the place. And it's an admission really and truly from the authorities. I don't know enough police who police are. If Nevis really was to get like a riot or something, boy, oh my God. They need to change the optics of the job. Being a police officer in Nevis especially has never been seen as a viable career path, just a backup if your first three options didn't pan out. And this is my thing. There needs to be a serious recruitment drive and some kind of retraining of the police too. I have had too much negative experience personally with police officers. And not even when I was being stupid. One time a police officer tell me, get out of town. Can't make it on a hoodie. You can't be eating chicken pan the pier with a hoodie. It's only when me ask the officer, where officer? Can you ask me my name? What your badge number? What your name? I want to hear them time that the officer drive up. Officer see me and my brother can't time. Stop me. Say, yo. What make you drive this here? Who you be? Come in, I suppose so. One time, me go in my own gate. And me get drop off. And an officer asked me where I'm going. I had to pull out my key and unlock the gate and thing. Me not even send them to the officer. Officers got to be more, if they need the community to help them stop the crime and solve the crime, they got to be more aware of who is in these communities, so that the community could actually feel like, I want to work with you. One time, I was ginger in my pajamas and my slippers. Officer asked me if me live in the community where be me do a walk them time there. Me no want walk me dog in this one. But even so, how they would ask some of the questions, it doesn't give me protect and serve. It give me intimidate and interrogate. So it kind of, there's a disconnect.
All right, so let me tell you, there's a few things. One of the things is you said that they need a community involvement, right? Well, a part of that is that they have to be involved in the community too, right? So the way how you said that they come to you and ask you if you're from here or if you're in the area, you gonna know who living where in the area, right? I understand. And then when you start to ask these questions, you don't ask these questions like you're trying to bully somebody or you're trying to make somebody afraid of you. No, you can speak to people in a pleasant way. That way people actually want to interact with you. But if you come and you want to be an asshole, well, let all be an asshole together. And that's one of the biggest problem. The second thing is that we don't have enough people from within our community itself, right? Who go up in our neighborhood, so went school, high school, wherever with us in the police force. One of the reasons is police don't pay. Police don't pay. The other thing is there's a negative stigma towards being a police. But these individuals that we have currently in the force don't make it no better. They don't make it no better. They don't make you want to feel like, yo, this is a career that I could deal with. No, you don't want that. The other thing that I see, remember a couple of weeks back, I had a video that come out with a police out of uniform, boxing up a dude. You can't come out of uniform, no badge, nothing, and come talk to me and tell me that you're a police, huh? Me know you be. What we doing?
I would like to add. I would like to add to that there are certain police vehicles with private number plates. I feel like them man need to start out that way.
So I'll give you a good example. I'll give you a good example. And some people may not know, some people don't know. Up here, if you get pulled over by a vehicle that does not have police markings and you don't feel safe, you're allowed to slow down to 30 miles an hour, call 911 and tell them that you're being followed by a vehicle and you're going to this location. They just tell you get off at the next stop where it's an area that's lit. I have had that before where I call 911 and tell us I'm going to this Wawa. Tell the officer that I am going to Wawa, I am not clear. Simple. But you can't just pull up on somebody in a vehicle that's not marked. And then usually what they'll do is have another a marked vehicle show up.
Yes. Yes. I feel like these things need to happen. There is a particular vehicle who are not good. And for example, you got a private vehicle and you will just put on the light on your vehicle. Both police vehicle. Me and police, this is my chance, so this is a police chance. You know, feel like that's how it should go. And I feel like even the officers and them, I would ball out. Even if you want me in an unmarked vehicle, the police themselves should get the stable unmarked vehicle, and at least I going to work in a Singus Nevis police vehicle or unmarked. Not in a me private vehicle turning into a police vehicle once me in there. Because me and police, this is a police vehicle. I feel like that should work like that. So it doesn't
No,
work so for
no,
customs.
no, it shouldn't work so. It should not work so. Like you said, the police department should have their own set of vehicles that is unmarked. I totally get that.
Mm-hmm.
But when you take your own vehicle and make it a police vehicle, that's stupidness. Because you order too late, so Amazon is a police vehicle. No. No, that don't make no
That,
sense.
and even well, I think that the defense force too. They just do it. Well, listen, really and truly, me feel like all government vehicle at this point in time should get a G. To distinguish and say this is a government vehicle. Where be you are seeing from there. No government vehicle right now should still be P. Because is one of the ways too. How when they say put on the government vehicle, is one of the ways how you could know. Yes, definitely. Some of them you see them with a P and you don't know that is a government vehicle. Even though all the time you see people moving in there, you see government people in there. That man should try to work on that. It would help.
Yeah, but this unmarked vehicle thing, the man gotta deal with the thing better, because if an individual don't know, you don't know, and then you ain't gonna pull me over. Like, let's say you pull me over in the middle in by church ground by the Anglican church. God forbid one then lights gone. I can't see the vehicle behind me. I just see the flashing lights. I don't know what vehicle it is. It's not a police vehicle, it's a private vehicle. Why would I stop?
And then, boy, in a St. and Nevis, the another thing is, police would let you know, but if you never do this, I'll be hand on the trigger, you know. So and some of the times when they tell you that, even them I say, boy, and over nothing. Over nothing.
Well, I'll be honest with you, I don't think that kind of language should never be used.
Okay.
That kind of language should never be used.
Okay.
Like, you don't, and you gonna tell me if you don't pull over, you had your hand on the trigger. So what you were going to do? Shoot me through my back window? You see, one of the I tell people all the time, you know, and I'm an advocate for violence, so I am pro violence. One of the biggest things that happened when these police were shooting at these people in America, right, is when they shoot them 4 police in Dallas. So when they shoot the 4 police in Dallas, that's the first time everybody gets sprayed. Yeah. Sometimes with these policemen, you got to really let them man know to, you know, partner, I will pepper you to you. So if you think you're gonna shoot me, partner, listen, you got 4 children, we're gonna knock out 3 of them, you know? What we doing since you want to kill? Because you can't just approach somebody, oh, I ain't stop. And so I had my finger on the trigger. Oh, because you got the last gun back. Like, that's stupidness. You can't talk to people like that and then expect when there is a crime and you show up, I am supposed to be willing to speak to you. I ain't gonna speak to you. So that's gonna be another unsolved case.
And that's why I'm saying the community aspect. If it's not gonna happen just by having a radio program every now and again, having the police playing in a football league or however. It got to happen on a real roots level, so that people understand by the police are a valuable part of the society, and the part of we. Them man just like Arby, so that people feel like they ain't playing with them, so that people feel like they could confide in them. But on the higher level as well, it ain't just down to the police. The system don't got to change and people don't got to feel like ultimately I could get justice. Because if I can't get justice, if I can't get safety, what am I doing? This ain't gonna make no sense. You're trying to do the right thing and then all of a sudden you're hearing, oh well, you know, the system this. The system is gonna have to be fixed or utilized in a manner to create a fair justice.
So I'll tell you. So one thing that you said, right, and we skipped over it, that they need the community assistance. I totally agree. I don't believe no police could solve no crime. Police can't solve crime. Police going to use the information that they get from the people because police is a reactionary is a reaction thing. Somebody gets shoot, then the police gonna show up. 9 out of 10 times police is not there to do anything. So you're gonna need people to talk to you. The community should take care of these things. But the problem is if I gonna come to Alan, I say by Alan, I see Johnny shoot this man here. And before I make it home, Johnny don't know that I say is he shooting, but I ain't talking.
And
And the
that's how
fact
come I say you need safety.
and then the fact is, well, I know that Johnny just shoot him, so I know Johnny got a gun. Well, what am
Mm-hmm.
I? Am I laying up? That is why, and I showed before, I said we need to free up the gun laws. We need to make firearms easier, more accessible. We need to put the steps in place to ensure that we have the right people with firearms and go forward.
Yeah, it would be a good, it would be a dramatic cultural shift. But
Because the truth is police can't protect you. I always tell people if you call 911, you're gonna take away before they reach. If a man inside your house and you call 911, you might as well go put the gun and try to figure it out. Because the police not gonna reach in about 15 minutes. That is not going to help you.
now that you're saying so, maybe the admission that the police can do the job is the start of us heading towards freeing up the gun laws. Because if you admit that the police can't do it, then you got to at least put the people in a position whereby they could defend themselves.
Definitely. Definitely.
Let the community police. Let them
Let,
work it out.
and sometimes that's just what you need. Sometimes that's just what you need. So I tell people, these streets, they take care of the streets. They know what's going on. The streets gonna take care of the streets. The streets good. The streets the clean itself.
I'm doing some neighborhood. Well, we shall see if that goes anywhere. But Reese, that was all I had for this evening. And it's right there by 11 o'clock.
Well, hold on. Before we go, let me talk about one thing.
Guys,
Before you roll out. I noticed that the leader of the People's Action Movement stepped down. What are your thoughts on that? Sean Richards will have stepped down as leader of the party. Actually, he's not running for re-election for leader of the party. What are your thoughts on that?
okay. Well, and I'm slightly confused, eh? 'Cause I was talking to somebody and they said that he sounded like he's stepping away from politics entirely. Um, I don't necessarily feel like that's the right move, but him stepping down from the leadership, I like that. I feel like that's the right move for Pam. There are people underneath who hungry and who want the opportunity to do it. I feel like he's selfless. There are certain people who ain't gonna give it up, regardless of the situation. They're gonna see. They're gonna tell themselves, "By I'm gonna be the one." I mean, he was this close from being the prime minister. He could have been the prime minister 2020 if he not been Flago swaying Timothy Harris. So fast he could have been the prime minister at that particular moment in time. So for him to give it up, I feel like is the right move. If Pam get the right people in place, I feel like they could do something. I'm confused because I see I what did I see Ken will put. I see Ken will put something about it was a bad decision or something like that. So. Me not see that. I like the move. What do you think?
No, it's the right move. I think it would have happened a lot earlier, but it's the right move. I think after the 2020 election, and he decided to let Harris go again. I think he should have stepped down right after that. And I think when everybody kind of turned on him for going for this, wanting to go swimming, I think that's when he should have realized it's time to go.
I also feel like it's a smart move in terms of he's still in parliament, so he's still gonna have a platform as a parliamentarian. Whereas now, when you get the new leader, that person they're gonna get a platform. Most likely gonna get a new deputy as well. So those persons will be empowered and have a platform rather than everything concentrated. It's similar to how I had feel like if you wanted to keep Alexis Jeffers relevant, the move was to make him the leader of the opposition. That would have been a smart move. But if you ain't gonna do that, all the power will just concentrate in a one direction. But I feel like Pam doing this now. No, you ain't gonna just. You could hear Sean in Parliament, and he could still say something at the Pam convention or whatever. But you still got the leaders on them, so it building out and it leveraging the amount of attention you're gonna get. So I like it from that aspect of it.
Okay, cool. Well, I feel that's it. I just feel the move was late, but it's what it is. I think we are outside coming.
But one of the reasons I not feel like it's too late is because no election really due in St. Kitts and Nevis until 2028 now. And the trajectory right now, what are we on? I don't see why Labour would call one early. And
No,
I don't see why.
Labour can't call one early.
Yeah, because Labour right now, them man say Labour for in the camp, which is why I'm seeing how Pam could actually get you if they're strategic. And Labour continue to take so much of pictures and can't get no water in the places in a sink it.
Oh boy. Alright, well I guess that's it.
Mm-hmm. Ladies and gentlemen, have a good night. Have a wonderful rest of your week. By next week, me gonna be in so much pain as me this week. Because me Champions League game until next week Wednesday. My heart will not be broken until next week Wednesday.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
So you lose today?
No, Major. 3-3.
Okay, you're not do bad. I mean,
no,
Celtics
was
just
who?
lose. So no.
Me not supposed to draw one. Bye.
You draw, me draw. Take it easy. Not wrong with that.
Boy, Loretta, me I ask myself if you know want a battle there again. But if it's weekend, you say it's weekend, it is. Everybody have a wonderful evening. Hope to see you all next week, Tuesday. Stay safe.
Yeah, alright, bless.
With myself cause I feel like I have nobody to talk to. You tried to convince me it was all in my head, and I felt like it's not you, it's me instead. I wanted to rock with you, roll with you. Said you was my baby girl, then you left me too. Everything was kosher, perfect like a poster. Then I got word that you wanna lead a picture. Off with somebody else, off with the jerk. With the shame on me, I really thought that it could work. Off with somebody else, off with the loser. Shame on me, I really thought we had a. Lately I'll be having conversations with myself cause I feel like I have nobody to talk to. I be having conversations with myself cause I feel like I have nobody to turn to. Everything was green light, now we got the red. Could've had somebody else choose you instead. I be having conversations with myself cause I feel like I have nobody to talk to. Everything just shows you it's there.